All right, fifth graders, this is Mr. Combs again. Here we are with part 3 of Angel Island, or final kind of 5 pages. So, picking up about conditions at Angel Island. A Christian church group tried to help the immigrants. The Women's Home Missionary Society sent Catherine Maurer to Angel Island. Known as the Angel of Angel Island, Maurer did a lot to make the immigrants' stay at Angel Island better. She brought toys to the children and small items such as towels and soap to the adults. She also helped the women and children write letters and learn English. Okay, here we see Catherine Maurer at right worked with Angel Island immigrants for nearly 30 years. Living at the immigration station was a terrible experience for the immigrants. In 1922, even the U.S. Commissioner General of Immigration said that the buildings were dirty fire traps and not fit for humans. Unfortunately, little changed for the immigrants until a fire destroyed the main building in 1940. Then the government abandoned the station and moved the immigrants to San Francisco. The station was never used for immigrants again. Eventually, the government gave Angel Island to the state of California for a state park. And then here we see a photo. Immigrants detained at Angel Island helped put out a fire in the main building. Being locked up like criminals made most of the immigrants angry. They did not eat or sleep well. Without the comfort of their families, the immigrants felt lonely and afraid. They worried that they had risked their families' life savings to come to the United States, only to be told that they could not stay. Many of them expressed how they felt in poems, such as this one found written on a barracks wall. Imprisoned in the wooden building day after day, my freedom withheld. How can I bear to talk about it? I look to see who is happy, but they only sit quietly. I am anxious and depressed and cannot fall asleep. Over the years, many of the poems had been covered by paint. They were not considered important until 1970, just when the buildings were going to be destroyed. Park Ranger Alexander Weiss discovered the poems and notified authorities. After a careful search, more than 100 poems were found. The Chinese American community rallied together and raised the money to save this historic landmark. In 1976, the state of California set aside money to preserve the barracks and the poems. Okay, here we can see immigrants carved poems and other writings on the walls of the barracks. Angel Island State Park. Today, Angel Island is a state park and a National Historic Landmark. It is a popular place for people to visit. On a tour of the island, you can see the various ways the land has been used over the years. There are military buildings from the Civil War era and government missile sites from the 1950s. A small museum on the island tells the story of Angel Island in words and pictures. You can also visit the old barracks building at the immigration station. A museum there features the men's barracks and some of the poems that the men carved into the walls. The poems remind us of the sacrifices these people made to come to the United States. Okay, here we see Camp Reynolds on Angel Island was established during the Civil War. Angel Island is no longer the guardian of the Western Gate. As a state park, it welcomes everyone. As a National Historic Landmark, it honors the people and events that contributed so much to American history. All right, and here's a picture. Today, Angel Island hosts ceremonies to welcome new citizens. So that is the completion of our text, Angel Island. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you all, and have a wonderful rest of your day.